So, John, doing some research, I came across the mission of NADA, which is to make real estate more accessible for everyone. So, can you walk us through how NADA is accomplishing that mission or striving to accomplish that mission?
Yeah, thank you. So you look at the U.S. housing market, so the U.S. residential market, it's 37, $40 trillion. It's the largest, asset class here. Within that, around 27 trillion of it is home equity. That's the equity position of the people that own the home. So that's the value of the home minus the outstanding debt. So 27 trillion of a near 40 trillion market. By and large, that's trapped. It's illiquid. If you bought a home like a year ago, 2 years ago, it's even worse, then your interest rate on your mortgage is such that you do not want to take on new debt to access that. Just the same, you probably do not want to move, right? Because you're going to have to move out of that rate into a new one, and it's just you're trapped. So you can't sell your home, you can't refinance it, but you got this value that's built up. Like it was this unprecedented amount of home appreciation and equity, but you can't access it. So you've got on the debt side, it's the $13 trillion side. That's where Chase, that's where Wells Fargo, that's where Quicken Loans, everyone is competing to give you debt. But there is, like, inclusive of my company, around 5 people that are doing an equity-based financing. So I'm going to take a leap of faith here and think that this audience has some understanding of a safe note and how that works in venture capital. So I run a startup. I don't get that excited about going and getting a loan. I want someone to bet into the future of the value that I'm building. So I look for a safe note, an equity investment that converts into future stock value based on the value that I'm creating in my company. So we basically created a financial product that follows the same principles. So we will go to a homeowner and say, hey, you've got great equity. This home should continue to appreciate. And we want to buy a position of it, right? We want to come in and buy this out. We'll give you cash today, but we're going to secure it with a lien and an option that's going to convert into actual value to us in the event of a trigger, like an IPO concept, right? So this trigger for us is the refinance of the mortgage, the selling of the home, or of course the expiration of the term. And so this creates an entirely new product for a homeowner that now they can sell a piece of their future value, get cash today, offset any inflation, invest in their kids' school. Right now, we have a lot of homeowners that are using it to invest in solar. They're putting solar to their home. So you've got this economic value. You also even have this, kind of greater environmental impact around sustainability, urbanism, everything. People can kind of stay where they want to live, and they can, perpetuate the value of it. But it's all around looking at that asset differently. And the fact that it's so alien to think of equity financing on this asset that everyone lives is kind of that's the punk rocker in me saying that's stupid. There's equity financing on pretty much every asset. Why is that so weird for this? So that's one product. That's we originate that asset. We call it a home share. Simple language, right? So that's at least our attempt there. It's a home share. It's mainly competing against a HELOC, which is an abbreviation of a freaking technical term. So therein lies my point. But a home share is the primary asset that we're originating, and in this instance, it's helping homeowners unlock equity. We take that asset and we pool it into our real estate investment funds. And so we're only buying these in like certain major markets. And I always see major markets as major metro areas. So we have Dallas, for example. We have a fund that we call a city fund. That fund is available to public investors. And the Dallas City Fund owns a bunch of these fractional investments in homes. So it's a new way to invest in real estate for everyone. So we've taken a problem on one side and unlocked it. So a homeowner can access it, they can spend it, they can do whatever they're going to do with that cash. Okay? Now this becomes an asset to where we've got a stake in a home, like how this audience may consider making an investment in us and getting a stake in a company. We have a stake in multiple homes. And we said, okay, now retail investors, anyone, you don't have to be accredited, you can invest in homes in Dallas. That's where it gets into where you can do it for as little as $100, right? So it's two-sided good. That's really kind of our spirit. Is like when we create a product, is someone getting screwed over? We work it through end to end, and in this case, everyone's it's kind of an all ships rise.